Hey, how the devil are you? Right, so last week I bought some Edifier speakers with a subwoofer. They're amplified speakers, and I really thought they were very good. I was very impressed with them, and I loved them. I'll put that review here if you want to see that. So fill your boots, also a link in the description box below. Now, I was thinking, oh, it's all very well listening to digital music, but I do miss listening to LPs and old albums. Now, I haven't had a turntable or record deck in over 20 years. I sold it all 20 odd years ago, maybe 25 years ago, when CDs took over, then digital music. I just got rid of it all. And I sold all my albums. I had hundreds of them. Just sold them all off. I was living in shared accommodation at the time. I was like, I haven't got enough room for all these albums. Just get rid of them. Who needs them with digital music? Nah, get rid of them all. Sold them all. 50 quid for hundreds of flipping albums. Ugh. So anyway, so I just had delivered. Okay, this Audio Technica LP3 turntable. Now, it's had some very good reviews. And what hi-fi voted it 5 stars out of 5. So I got a really good deal from this, from Richer Sounds. Give them a shout out because they did give me a good deal on it. I'm not getting sponsored with this. I bought this at my own money, so don't worry. And I've also bought a record, an LP, to go with it, because obviously I sold all my LPs. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You have to wait to the end of the video to find out what it is, yeah? So I'm going to get this open, have a look, get it set up, and see what it sounds like. Whoa! So, got it all unboxed and ready to go. Let's just go through it. So you obviously got the turntable itself, then you've got the counterbalance weight here, which I'll go through in a bit. Got the Headshell unit here, got the British UK plug, there's a European 2-pin plug there, just include that, don't need that really. Okay, got this adapter for 7-inch singles. Now, when I was a kid in the 80s, all the singles came with this size hole, so we didn't need an adapter. The only time we needed an adapter was when it came out of a jukebox with the big hole. I don't know what it was like in other countries, but we didn't need that. But that sits there like that. Then you've got the platter here, then the mat that goes on the platter, and then we're going to fit the platter, put it all together, bam, got to balance it and all stuff, like get it weighted, and we're going to go through that in a second. Also comes with quite a comprehensive instruction manual. Okay, right, I'm going to put the platter on now. It just goes over the centre like that. Then it's got this ribbon, and underneath it you can see the band that goes around here. And then obviously you pull this ribbon. I'm going to smash it to bits before we even start. Get this ribbon and put that over that. So we pop it on there, this, and let's see, take that off there. And then remove it off the bit of plastic, I think. Take it off the tape. Otherwise you won't be able to get it off the band. And then you pull these, be careful not to pull that over that. Careful not to twist it. And I assume then you just take this ribbon off. And there you go. Ba-doomph. Just make sure it's not twisted anywhere. Peachy. Okay, now we're going to put on the rubber mat. Whoop, that wasn't very technical, was it? There you go. Okay, next we're going to put in the Headshell and cartridge. So you've got 4 pins here, and there's a little tiny little thing there which goes in that little slot there, so you can't really get it wrong. Just slide that in nice and gently, pop it in, and then what you do then, you get the locking ring and just gently tighten it up. There we are, and that's sitting in there nice now. So now I want to set the Tonearm balance and tracking force. So you put the counterbalance weight on the back with the dowel facing forward, just screw that on. And you need to screw that on, that's too heavy. Just very gently, small increments, tiny little movements will change it. You need to get this balanced so it's level with the turntable. Okay, so that's pretty much level now with the turntable. Make sure when you do it though, you do hold the cartridge just here so it's not going all over the place when you're turning it to set your balance. And make sure the cover's off. If the cover's on, it gives you the wrong balance because that's going to weight it down a little bit. So now we've got the balance there. Now we've got to set the tracking force. So what you have to do is hold this, set it to 0. I've got the line there. Okay, and then you turn the whole thing to 2 because that's the setting for this cartridge. Okay, and that's done. Then you want to set your anti-skate to the same as the counterbalance. So 2 there and 2 there. You can always check, if you've got a different cartridge to this, always check your manufacturer's settings. Then what the anti-skate does, it wants to pull inwards. And what it does, it keeps the stylus in the centre of the groove. In the groove, man. On the back, you've got phono or line. Now, if you've got an old amp with a phono lead, you switch it over to that one there. And I'm connected it to my amplified speakers. So I've got a line in auxiliary, so I keep it on line. You've also got MM and MC. One's moving magnet and one is a moving coil. So you need to keep it on MM because the cartridge this comes with is a moving magnet. So keep it set on MM. You've also got your RCA leads, which plug into your amp or your amplified speakers. And then you've got your ground wire. Now, it's up to you whether you want to use this or not. I am going to use it. Now, on most amplifiers, you do find that there is an actual screw to attach this to, but on my speakers, there isn't. So I'm going to show you what you need to do. Okay, so on the back of my sub, they've got my auxiliary there. So I just plug in these RCA leads into that. Keep that grounding wire there. Red and white. Now, it's up to you if you want to leave that off. But if you do get a buzzing noise, it's because you haven't attached this grounding wire to anything. So what I'm going to do is attach that to that very simply. These are star nuts, so luckily I've got the right tool to do it. So I can actually undo them. You'd be buggered if you didn't have the proper head for it. So undo these slightly, and then all I do then is just stick that over that, and then tighten it back up again. As easy as that. And like I said, some amplifiers, if you have a proper amplifier, you may have an actually grounding screw there which you screw that into. Okay, it's all set up and ready to go. I can't wait to test it. Whoa! I know it's not a perfect setup. I know I'll have some audiophile shouting at the screen going, "That's not the way you do it. You must have the speaker 6 foot apart and off the floor and stand, and the subwoofer needs to be here, blah, blah, blah." I know. Wind your neck in. I know it's not the perfect setup, but it's all I got to work with at the moment. Maybe in a few weeks or so I'll try and find a better way of setting them up, get some speaker stands, etc. But this is what I got to work with at the moment. Now, the big reveal. What album did I get? Drum roll, please. Oh, it's so cool. Actually, like I said, it's been 20 years since I've opened an album, and it's so mad to be opening one. It feels really nice, just nice to have an album. It's that, I don't know, just this, the whole thing of opening it up and reading it and looking at the sleeve and reading the back of it and putting the record on. I really missed that, and I can't wait to do it. So this is what I bought. Shout, let it all out. Now, this is one of many albums I played to death in the 80s. Love this album and their first album, which I will also get, which is The Hurting. Great album, brilliant. So this is the album I bought. Let's put it on and try it out. Right, it's now 2 days later. It took me that long to get the cellophane off the bloody thing. Well packaged, I give them that. Now look at this, what a sight to behold. Whoa, look at that. Do you know one thing that used to bug me when people didn't used to handle albums right when I was a kid? Now, I always used to get them out like this, and I'd hold them with my, I'd always hold them without touching the record. So I get them out like that with my finger underneath. If you're one of these people who handle a record, oh, I want to swear, but I could bleep it out. Yeah. I'll bleep that out. Yeah, so don't touch the blinking record. The oils of your skin can damage it. And let's pop that on there. So on the top here, you've got your settings for 12 inch or 7 inch. So obviously this is a 12 inch size, so you set it to 12. Over here, you've got 45, which is in, 45 RPM or 33 RPM. Because of the size of the record, this is a 12 inch size, an album, you set it to 33. You can lift it up using this arm here, okay, and take it across, and then put the arm down. Or you can just do it automatically by using the start stop button here. So you can start, and because you've got it set to the sizes you want and the speed, it should do it automatically. Boom, there you go. And if you want to stop it, just press the stop button and it'll stop it for you. But this is handy here. If you do want to go to a certain track, you don't want to go right at the start, you can just take it across and plop it down wherever you want. There you go. I know you're all dying to hear it, so here it goes. Ready? Sorry, you know I can't play the record. I'm a copyright strike to the max, okay? Unfortunately, I wish YouTube algorithms wouldn't pick it up. I'd love to be able for you to hear it. I have played it, have tested it, and it does sound very good. I mean, I really like it. It just, the whole experience of buying a record, putting it on, just listening to it, and I just love it. And the sound of it, I've got to say, this turntable is very good, very good. I mean, to me, there has to be a difference, but you know, my ears can't pick up that difference between that and digital. I think this has got a warmer sound to it. Obviously digital gives a better processing sound, higher frequency range and all that nonsense, but it's these that you need to worry about, not what these figures are saying. I tell you what I'll do, I tell you what I'll do. In my next video, I'm going to risk getting a copyright strike. I mean, I haven't got 1,000 subs yet, so I don't get paid. I'm 300 subs off. So if you want to subscribe, go on, subscribe if you haven't. You really be helping me out. Okay? So, but when I get to 1,000 subscribers, you know, I will get a little bit of money, which helps me towards my channel, so I can do more reviews and more things with it. But obviously, if I get copyright strikes, sometimes you can still play it. They still allow you to put it on, but you don't get any revenue from it. So I'm willing to take that risk. So in my next video, I'm going to compare this to digital. See how it compares. Well, come on, bugger it, let's just do it, whatever. So I'm going to risk that just for you guys. So subscribe, come on. If you like the video, please like the video. And if you think I deserve the beer, you're more than welcome to buy me one down in the comment section below. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video.